Hey, welcome back, everybody. So we're back with the Shy, and I can tell you this episode is much of an improvement over last week's episode. So this is episode 5. This episode is called One of Them Nights. So we start the episode off, and Emmett and Kevin, they are shopping for a suit for prom. So prom, this is the big prom episode. Here we go. So Kevin is telling Emmett that his sponsor wants to move him out to LA, and they're going to pay him a lot more, and he's not sure if he wants to leave. We switch to Papa, and he's at the chicken shack. He has gotten Anita a whole balloon set. He's gotten her a sign that says, I need a date to prom. So he's asking her to go to prom. She says yes. We go back to Emmett and Kevin, and it looks like Kevin is leaning towards leaving the Shy and going to LA to do his gaming thing. Emmett's saying that he shouldn't leave the Shy and he should stay in his city and represent his city. We go to Douda and Bakari at the chop shop, and Douda is showing Bakari this car. It's a Lamborghini. He's saying that he can take it for the weekend, but he has to move these guns. He has to get these guns somewhere safe. He hands Bakari the keys to the Lambo, and he says as long as Bakari can move the guns, he can take the car for the weekend. So we now go to Tiffany, and she's over at Cairo's operation. She's talking to him about getting her weed to the level that his is at, and all of a sudden Dante comes in, but then right after Dante comes in, we hear her window get busted and someone steals her car. So they run out there, and Dante mysteriously says that he knows who took her car. And so Tiffany and Dante, they ride off to go figure out who took her car. Now, what was funny to me is Cairo, they took that car, and Cairo didn't say shit. He stood right there and went right back in. He did not want to get involved in any of that. We go to Kiesha at her job at the school, and she's being sat down by, forgot what the teacher's name was, but she's being sat down by her employer. Her employer is telling her that there's been some cuts, but also that she's been late and she leaves early, and so that she has to be the one to go. So Kiesha, she starts crying in front of the employer, and I'm like, goddamn girl, you fired. Now look, I'm gonna give you guys, some free advice, okay? Never cry in front of your employer, because when they go home, they open up a case of wine, case of beer, and they drink that shit and laugh about it, because they've been wanting to do that for a long time, trust me. So now we go to Tiff, and she's at the chop shop, and it looks like Zay took her car. She brought Rob here. They got Dante here, and Rob is pissed. Rob's confronting Zay, and Zay looks like he's about to show him the pistol, but then Douda comes up and he diffuses the situation. So Rob, he starts going off. He's like, why you guys take Tiff's car? You guys know that we work with y'all. Why y'all should know her car? Why y'all doing this? And Douda's like, oh, I'm sorry, it was a mistake. So then Rob's like, okay, well, you're gonna need to replace my window too. And he's all like, nah, we're not gonna do that. You can take it off the top of the next drop. So it looks like Douda's trying to test him on Rob selling the weed. I don't know if he really sent him to go steal the car, but it seems, I don't know if that was a mistake, but it seems like he's still playing at Rob, because he's like, yo, you can take the money off the top of the next shipment that I give you. But remember, Rob is not trying to sell Douda shit no more. On the way out, Douda hollers at Dante for snitching and bringing him back to the spot, and he's like, yo, don't be over here trying to be Captain Save-A-Ho for any bitches, especially for one that's not yours. So, okay. I don't know, shit, he could have killed him. That would have been dope if he did kill him, but he didn't. Gave him some advice. So everyone's getting ready for prom this episode. We go to Lynae, and we go to Maisha, and they're talking about Jamal, and they're saying that Jamal wants to meet Bakari before prom, and Lynae's all worried about it. Maisha tells her, don't worry. Tell her that, hey, these dudes are street dudes because they have to be, not because they want to be. And that's all you got to tell your brother. We go to Emmett. He's dropping off his kids with Tiffany, but then he notices that, the car that he bought her, the window's broken. So he goes to Tiffany and he asks her, yo, what happened? So she tells him that Douda's people stole her car, and he want to know why she didn't call him, and she's like, you're not my man. So he asked how she get it back, and she said that she's with Dante, and he's like, why you with Dante? And she's like, why you up in my business? So then she tells him about her growing operation, but then she also tells him, yo, you're not my protector anymore. But I don't think he ever was your protector, girl. So Emmett goes home and he tells Kiesha about Tiffany stuff, and she's not even tripping because she just lost her job. So she tells Emmett about her losing her job, and she says she lost it because of the budget cuts and because she's been leaving early and coming in late to help Emmett. And she says that she wants him to stop leaning on her because she's not gonna be taking care of his kids while he's out there living his best life. And I was over here thinking that Emmett just, owned a few businesses and was, trying to, do things for his family, but I don't know. See, that's what happens when you grow too fast. Just because you go buy that house don't mean that you can just get that nanny. So you gotta let things sit, let things settle. See how you are in your new job, in your new neighborhood and shit like that. You can't just be making too many moves. And see, Kiesha is tripping. So we go to Shaad, and he's just finished a job with Darnell, some plumbing stuff. And Darnell slides him $100, and he over here tripping because it's not that big stack that Douda slided him just for him to slide under that car. So Darnell gives him some game, and he goes like, yo, bro, you gotta slow your roll. I know you're over here trying to impress this lady and whatnot, but look, You know, things might not be looking up right now, but you just gotta help. You know, you gotta help out and do what you can until you get into that position to do what you want to do, or you're making all that money. So we go to Kiesha. She goes to Nina and Dre's house, and she walks in. She hears them arguing, so she starts to eavesdrop. It turns out that Dre's been hanging out with Monique, been texting her and whatnot, and Nina's not having it. Nina tells Dre the same thing that Kiesha just told Emmett, and she says, yo, I'm not about to be over here chilling while you out there living your best life. Kiesha walks in. Nina goes upstairs and Dre clears the air, says that she hasn't been cheating on her mom. And Kiesha says that she's turning into her mom because she just told Emmett the same thing that her mom just told, Dre. She then tells Dre that she lost her job, but she only mentions the budget cut aspect of it. And she tells Dre that she wants to talk to a therapist, and Dre says that she knows somebody and she hooks her up. So we go to Bakari and he's taking those guns to Shaad, and Shaad still don't want these guns. But look, Bakari dropped 2 racks on the table, and Shaad says, how long? And Bakari says, for a little while. Shaad takes the money, but then he does some stupid shit. He hides him in the living room in a vent. And I'm thinking, like, you could have pushed that shit back, so you could have got a broom to pick it up. And then I thought this dude picked up a whole bag of Uzis, machine guns, with one hand. Either this nigga strong or this show, I don't know. So we switch over to Tiara and Gemma. Remember, Gemma, she had a bad time with her prom dress. Her dress was looking like a flamingo, so Tiara took her out. So she's trying to help her get her dress. And they are connecting about, her and her dad's relationship. And it seems like they're getting along. So now we switch over to Emmett confronting Douda. And this doesn't go well for Emmett. Emmett comes in there asking why, he stole Tip's car. He says, hey, I bought this. You gave me the dealer. You knew this is my car. And he said it was a mistake. But he also says you're a day late and $1 short. So this fool Douda not playing. Douda tells Emmett that he already got confronted by Rob and Dante about, the car being stolen and just to get out of his way. So as he's walking away, Emmett's like, fuck you. And then Douda come back and he like, what are you saying? And Emmett, he don't say that fuck you again. Emmett says, you heard what I said. And the next thing you know, this fool Douda pulled a strap out on homeboy and he tells him that he can kill him right now, leave behind all those children, leave behind Kiesha, and that he would show up to his funeral in gators in a pinky ring. The only thing this nigga didn't say was just how I did Brandon, bitch. No, for real though, bro. For real, if you don't know now, Emmett, you better know, but he don't know, he done. So Emmett, bro, he stand there, bro, and he don't say nothing. He don't say shit. And at that point, he knew that Douda owns him, bro. So now Emmett goes home and Keisha's here and he don't tell Kiesha about what just happened to him, but you can tell he shook up. Kiesha tells him that she wants to start seeing a therapist and he's all like, oh, should we go to couples therapy? And she's like, no, not couples therapy. I need one-on-one. And he goes like, well, I'm going to this group therapy thing, so I'm good. She's like, no, you need that one-on-one therapy. He's like, nah, I'm good with this. So we go back to Marcus' house and Tiara shows him Gemma's dress and she comes down, she's in the dress. And, I think it looks fine. But this nigga started tripping, bro. He started saying, oh, no, she looked crazy. She looked like a thought and that she can't leave. And, she got to take that dress off or she can't go. So Tiara sends Gemma upstairs and she says she's going to talk to her dad. And she tries talking to him, but this dude, he puts his foot down. He goes like, nah, that's my daughter. I'm the parent. She ain't going up there like that. And I don't know why you thought you can go put that on her. And then she's like, yo, she needs to be able to express herself. And he says, no, not out there looking like a hooker. And she says, well, is that what you think about the way I dress? And he don't say nothing, bro. Because guess what, man? We don't want our daughters dressing like that, but we want that. You know what I'm saying? We want it for ourselves. We don't want our kids looking like that. And that's why I don't have any daughters. All right, now, before we keep going, click on that like button. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Yeah, you. Yeah, come on, it's a free channel. It's a free channel. Don't worry. Support a black business. Okay, thank you. All right, keep going. So we go to Papa, Kevin, and Bakari talking, and we find out that Kenya is not coming to prom. She's telling him to come to her house after. So they talk a little shit to him, but Papa still feels good. He's feel confident. He's not down. I'm happy for him. So we go to the photo scene, and everyone's taking pics, and they're all happy and whatnot. We got the whole group. It looks beautiful. Off to the side, we got Bakari meeting up with Jamal, and Jamal tells him not to get her caught up in any stupid shit and make sure to protect his sister. But Bakari says he got you and everything seems to be fine. So now we switch over to, Douda's smoke shop. But now we finally find out that it's not actually Douda's smoke shop. It is Bianca and Alicia's smoke shop. Bianca runs it and Alicia has invested in it. Alicia's tripping because she's saying that she heard that hoodlums have been hanging around here and that she doesn't want this to be a place for Douda's violence. Because, Douda up here killing niggas and shit. Alicia also asked about her brother, Quentin, And she says that, Douda used to work for him. Bianca says that she's sorry for her loss. And then Alicia tells Bianca that she still owes her a big favor and that she's gonna cash it in when she needs to. So we go to prom and everybody coming in. And I feel bad for my boy Papa. My boy Papa came in without his date, but he's still dancing. He out there doing a dance that people do when they can't dance. This thing that people do when they can't dance, In the middle of all this, we got Kevin and he's talking to Jake and he's telling them about going to LA. And they're telling, Jake is saying, you should go, don't worry about nothing, leave these people behind, what I'm saying? Don't let nobody hold you back. And Papa's like, have you talked to Maisha about it? And Kevin's like, no, he hasn't told her yet. We switch back to the party and your boy Bakari got it in here lit. And we take some final photos and the prom ends good. So we switch over to a social over with Trig and the campaign folks. And we find out that Quincy is actually dating that DeAndre dude, the realtor. Well, he's not dating him. I guess they're, engaged. And he comes in and he starts talking to Trig about, how he works with Douda and how he's a realtor and whatnot. And then immediately Trig, ends that conversation and tells Quincy that, Douda's dangerous and to be careful. And then Quincy's like, yo, are you telling me everything was going down? And then Trig finally tells Quincy that he helped Douda drop a body. All right, so now we switch to Papa getting dropped off to go to Kenya's house. And so, Bakari making some jokes saying, hey, to have fun. And Papa gets out the car. So he walks up and let's just play the clip.
Who this, your little brother?
No. He's my son.
This could be the biggest surprise ever.
So look, man, your boy got catfish, bro. Your boy got catfish. Your boy Papa, he got catfish. And let me explain what I mean by catfish. Because not in a general sense. I know I put that little clip of the show up, but not in that general sense. I'm really happy for Papa. I'm really happy that he's been dating Kenya. It's been a great thing, right? And come on, let's step out of the TV show for a second, okay? Because we know this is that social commentary they're pushing on us, right? Oh, because remember from the beginning when Bakari's all like, bro, there's no way that you're gonna, Papa being, a more heavy-set guy, there's no way you're gonna be able to go and talk to a skinny girl like Kenya and pull that off. That's not in your league. That's what they were saying, right? And then Papa just talked to her and he was nice and it worked, right? So remember when that came out, everybody was all like, oh, look, see, you could be nice and you could look, you like for you big fellas out there, because that's what they're saying. For you big fellas out there, all you gotta do is shoot your shot and you might get you one of these little pretty skinny girls. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is be a nice guy. Be a stand-up dude, be a Christian, whatever. Okay, cool. Okay, fast forward. Now they're hanging out. And she says that they can't start dating until he is 18. Okay, but he's like, all right, boom, okay, dang. I'll wait. I'm gonna do this until I'm 18 thing. So he's still rocking with her. And yes, she's giving him a ride and helping him out. Okay, I'm not saying that, it's just like this one-sided thing, right? But it's not a transactional thing either, still. Okay, now they go bowling or whatever, right? And then they kiss, so now she's kissing him, right? Okay, cool. But still the little 18 rules in there, right? They go over to, Kev's house and they're chilling and he calls her his girl. And even Maisha said, his new girl too. So, even though she got mad at him for calling him that, it's just how things appear and that's what people assume, right? So boom. So now we go to, he asked her to come to prom and they're still cool and they kiss after they go to prom. So it seems kind of like they're together, right? That's what it seems like. Okay, we're going to prom. I can't come, I had an emergency. Okay, you can't come, you had an emergency. Boom, but come over after. Then you come over after and now you have a kid here. Okay, nothing wrong with her having a kid. But what I'm gonna tell you guys is women, bro, if you pull up on a dude like that and they brought you to their house and they never told you they had a kid, I guarantee you 9 out of 10 of y'all were in the relationship right there because he didn't tell you everything. So I just think that it's wrong that Papa didn't get to know before that happened, because I feel like with all the stipulations she's been putting on their relationship, he could have known that a little bit sooner, especially if she was supposed to be somewhere and then she didn't come. And I'm not saying that she should have texted him and said like, oh, I had to go watch my kid, and then boom, and dropped that all during this prom. But they've been hanging out. They've been driving in the car. You know what I'm saying? Does this girl, hold on. Does this girl take her car seat out of the car before she goes to work? Does she take her car seat out of the car? Why is she taking her car seat in and out of the car? I need to know right now. That's what I'm saying. It's either bad writing or they did your boy Papa dirty. They did your boy Papa dirty. That's what I'm gonna say. Because that girl is hopping in her car and taking the car seat out of the car before she hangs out with Papa. And that is why I'm calling it a catfish. Because she has not been completely clear about what is going on with her, but has a lot of demands. It's like, hey, let's get in here and chat. I'm not gonna go on camera, but let's chat all day. Hey, can we meet up? No, we can't meet up. Nah, you don't got FaceTime? No, I use a fucking Nextel. What the hell? Come on, I'm just saying, hey, and I liked her when she first showed up, but hey, this right here, unforgivable, bro. Unforgivable. We're done with Kenya. Jay Will does not like Kenya, bro. So we go to Quincy and DeAndre having an HBO moment, and just look how they transition this. You know, you'll be watching one scene, and then all of a sudden they do this to you. Shit.
Who this, your little brother?
No. He's my son.
Catfish! That's some catfish ass shit! Oh my God, they got you! Oh my God! What the fuck is, what? What the fuck is going on, dude? So, you know, during all this stuff, Quincy tells DeAndre that Douda isn't safe, and DeAndre's like, yeah, don't worry about any of that. You know, everybody has their demons, everybody has their skeletons and stuff. So we move on. We go to Bakari, and he's over here, you know, he's bumping music, he's speeding in the Lambo, right? In the Lambo on the south side of Chicago, speeding in the Lambo, come on. The police hit the lights, and this dude don't even know what he's doing. He's still driving hella fast. He don't even know how to pull over. So they eventually get pulled over, they get arrested, and they don't really say what they get arrested for. I don't know if it was for speeding, I don't know if the car was stolen, we don't know. But everyone goes to the police station, and their mom and dad comes to pick them up, and Jamal comes to pick up Lynae along with, you know, Nina and Dre, and he mean bugs Bakari all the way out the door. Everyone drives home, and we see Bakari, and he is crying in the back of the car. Maybe he'll rethink his street life, but I think it's too late, because this fool Douda ain't gonna like losing that Lambo. We go to Trig and Fatima chilling, it's late at night, and the next thing you know, we got a knock on the door, or well, really a bang on the door, and it's the FBI. They want to take Trig in for questioning. So we go to Douda and Bianca. Bianca gets in the car, and she tells Douda that Alicia was there pressing him about Quentin. Douda tells her to keep her at bay, and she asks Douda if he killed Quentin, and he says, come on, don't ask me questions you already know the answer to. Keep that bitch at bay. We switch to Kiesha, and she's at the therapist, and she's telling her whole life story. And, you know, honestly, for a minute, I was thinking, man, this girl's like a hot mess. But then she's like, well, we got a house and all that stuff, but still, I don't know, man. It be sounding crazy when she be saying that she's taking care of 3 of his kids, and she only got 1. It sounded like she's, you know, ended up in a bad situation, and that was all she had. So he switched to Kevin, he's talking to Maisha. Now he doesn't tell her he's going to LA, but he asked her, what would you think about going to LA? And she sounds like she's down. She's like, she'll do it to improve her career and whatnot. So we'll see where this goes. Now we go to Kiesha and Emmett, and Kiesha, she comes home, and I don't know what made her go straight for the living room, but she does. She goes for the living room, and she goes for the ottoman in the living room. She opens it up, and she finds a big bag of money. Now, Emmett, why the fuck did you put the money in the living room? You got this big ass house. You got this brand new big house, and you put the money in the middle of the living room. What the fuck were you thinking? The kids could have found that. That shit, oh my God. Like, bro, I don't get that. That was dumb. That's all I got to say about that. So we switch back to Kevin, and he calls the sponsor, and he tells him that he's going to LA. So Kevin's getting up out of this shit. Thank God, at least someone gonna make it out, because they writing bad endings for everybody, bro. Did you see what they did to Papa, bro? I already said enough about it, but they're giving my boy a bad ending. They about to have him take care of someone's kids, bro. That's how he ended the show. After making all the good decisions, after always going to class, after always keeping his nose clean, never pulling out a gun or doing nothing bad, never getting up in any other drama. He gets rewarded with taking care of another woman's kid. I hope I don't know what they're gonna do. Hopefully they figure that out. Hopefully someone comes in and gives him some good advice. Not that there's anything wrong with taking care of someone else's kid, but Papa, you got a lot of potential. You only 18. Don't get don't get into something that's that girl don't look like that girl working at Kentucky Fried Chicken. I don't know if she wants to if she's interested in going to places that you can go or has the same opportunities as you, my friend. So don't be weighed down. Look at your boy Kevin. We got Bakari, this boy over here speeding in the Lambo on the south side of Chicago. Not thinking that he's gonna get pulled over. Now, I don't know if they ran the plates and found out the car is stolen. I don't know if the car is stolen. It's really hard to drive around a stolen Lambo. There's only one, there's not a lot of Lambos on the roads. When you see one, they run those plates, I'm sure. So, yeah, that was a dumb move. Bakari speeding like a retard, playing the music up all loud. That was dumb. Trig talking to the FBI. He already told Trig telling too many people about Homeboy's murder. He told Quincy. You think if the FBI, do you think if the FBI interviews your chief of staff that he's gonna hold it together for you? And after what we just found out about him this episode, you think he really, like, when they put him in there for questioning and put him under oath or whatever, that he gonna lie for you on that accomplice to murder? Nah, that was the worst person you can tell, and hopefully the show does it right. This for Marcus and Gemma. Bro, give it up. Your daughter, your daughter was about to get pregnant last season, bro. Your daughter is out there, dog. Your daughter is for the streets. You did great, but just realize that the sooner you will, the sooner things will get better for you. Get her out the house. Enjoy your new life with Tier. This full Shaad took the guns. He hit him in a better place than Emmett did, but he still didn't hide them that well. I feel like that vent, air conditioner might not be working in that house, or the heater, oh shit. Well, actually it was snowing. It was snowing a little bit ago. Now it's like spring, all this. Yeah. Like 2 episodes ago, it was like fucking snowing and shit. Now it's prom. But anyway, so maybe when they turn on the air conditioner, it might not be working, and homegirl go look behind that chair and see that big ass bag, because you didn't push it anywhere. You just put it right there. Should have pushed it far back enough so you have to get a broom to get it out. But I don't write the show. And bro, oh yeah, hey, Emmett got done by Douda. Emmett, he now knows that Douda is a bad guy, and he's owned by Douda. I'm sure he's now aware. If he didn't know now, he has to know. He didn't want to tell Kiesha. He was shook up. This dude just put a gun in his face. He's had a gun in his face before. It's not the first time he's had a gun in his face before, but on his chin like that, backed up against the wall with 3 other, goonish ass niggas around you, that was a first. So he had nothing to say, and I don't think anyone really would have in that case. But now he knows more than ever that Douda owns him. So that's it. At the end of the day, I kind of like that episode. That episode was good. It had some good moments. All the moments mixed in, good. We didn't get that body from Stanley, but Power gave me 3 bodies, so I'm good. I'm good. I'm still full. I don't need another body from another show. We're all good here. So thanks you guys for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe, put a notification bell. When I go live and make a new video. All right, guys. Peace.